Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to my review of last night's WrestleMania 32 review. Now, last night's WrestleMania, I thought it was a good show, but had very predictable endings, like always with WWE and their predictable matches. But I enjoyed it. I would have to say it was as good as WrestleMania 30 or WrestleMania 31. But it did have some awesome moments that I liked. So, like always, I'm going to tell you the matches that were fought and give my reviews on them. And so let's get started. I'm going to start with the kickoff matches that were in the Kickoff Show. And the first one was Kalisto versus Ryback, and only saw half of it because I had to go pick up my friend to go to my friend Greg's house, and we walked right into his house when the match was going on and it was about to be finished, and Kalisto ended up getting the win. So Kalisto won that match. And then the next was Total Divas versus B.A.D and Blonde. I'm like, why? I don't know why they came up with that name. That's just a stupid name for a team. But for Total Divas, it was Paige, Brie, Bella, Natalya, Alicia Fox, and Eva Marie versus, and on B.A.D and Blonde, it was Naomi, Tamina, Emma, Summer Rae, and also Lana. Lana making her, her wrestling debut in the ring at WrestleMania. First time we've seen Lana, in action, aside from Monday Night Raw. But it was a pretty good match. Enjoyed it. But Brie Bella got the win with the Yes Lock on Naomi, and the whole Total Divas team wins. But overall, it's a pretty good match. And next was the Usos versus the Dudleys. Pretty good match. I like this one also. You had the Usos winning with the kick to one of the Dudleys, and then after the match, you had both of the Usos bringing out tables, and they went through the tables to put the Dudleys, through the tables, which that was really cool. So, but overall, it was a good match. Liked it also. Now I'm going to start with the regular matches, and the first match was the ladder match for the Intercontinental title, and it was Dolph Ziggler versus Zack Ryder versus The Miz versus Sami Zayn versus Stardust versus Sin Cara versus Kevin Owens in a ladder match for the title, for the Intercontinental title, and it was an awesome match. Liked it a lot. I know it was a bunch of jobbers in this match, like Zack Ryder, Miz, and Stardust. But it was cool. Zack Ryder ended up getting the win, and he's the new Intercontinental champion, which that was really cool. Zack Ryder was a jobber, and now they're building and they're trying to build him up more, because he went down to NXT for a while. But hopefully this brings good luck to Zack Ryder in the future. End up winning more matches and not jobbing all the time. But how it's gonna go down if he gets his rematch, it's good. I have a feeling that he's gonna lose the title. He's not gonna have the title for that long, because Kevin Owens has his rematch for the title. It's just gonna see Kevin Owens end up getting the win and win the title again. But I know that's probably gonna happen. So overall, it was a good ladder match. Happy for Zack Ryder. Next was AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. Another awesome match. AJ Styles' first WrestleMania match, and it was a good one. Just both of these guys gave it all they got in the ring. Loved the matches that they had on Raw, and also SmackDown too. But Jericho, you had AJ Styles hitting some of Jericho's moves during the match, which was really cool. But then you had Jericho ended up winning with the codebreaker. So yeah, so I was hoping for AJ to have his big win at WrestleMania, but instead they gave it to Jericho. But yeah, so overall it was a good match. And next one was New Day versus League of Nations. I loved their entrance where they were dressed as Dragon Ball Z characters, even though I never even seen Dragon Ball Z. I know it's a shock that I haven't seen it. But this match wasn't great, though. Didn't really care for it, though. But the League of Nations ended up getting the win. So overall, didn't care for the match. Wasn't that great. And next one was Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose in a no-holds-barred street fight. And this was an awesome match. Even though, my opinion, wasn't great or perfect, but it was good. It was a good match. But just many suplexes that Lesnar did. Sorry about that, but I was saying it was many suplexes that Lesnar did, which was cool. I think he did like 13 suplexes, and then just Ambrose getting all the weapons out. He had the chainsaw, the kendo sticks, which Lesnar eventually broke, and you also had Ambrose throwing all the chairs in the ring, but Lesnar ended up picking up the win with the F5 on Ambrose through the steel chairs. But yeah, so that's how it ended. But overall, it was a good match. Really enjoyed it, even though it wasn't perfect or great. Oh, I forgot to mention during the New Day, after the New Day League of Nations match, the most memorable WrestleMania moment for this WrestleMania was that HBK returned Shawn Michaels in his ring gear, Mick Foley, and also Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I just lost it when they came out, and they ended up being on the League of Nations, and Stone Cold ended up giving the stunner to Xavier Woods, and he also gave the stunner to Rusev, and Rusev just flopped back, which was really funny. But it was a good moment, good WrestleMania moment. Next, after the Lesnar Ambrose match, it was the triple threat match for the new returning WWE Women's Championship, and yes, they finally brought back the women's title, but gave it an update. It wasn't the old women's title from back in the day. It's the women's title. It actually looks more, a lot, the same as the WWE World Heavyweight title, but only they put redness where the WWE logo is, and I think it looks kind of cool. And they're finally retiring the Divas title. Sorry about that, but I was saying, they're finally retiring the Divas title. And it was triple threat. It was Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks versus Charlotte, and it was a pretty good match. Really liked it. It was how that match is how women's wrestling should be, and it was going good up until the end, where Charlotte got the win, and she holds the new women's championship. Because Sasha Banks was going to go back in, but Ric Flair ended up, holding Sasha down in order for Charlotte to get the win. She won with the figure eight, and she won with the figure eight on Becky Lynch. So, but yeah. So, anyways, it was a good match, good women's match up until the end. And then next was the one that everyone was looking forward to, Shane McMahon versus Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match. And in my opinion, this was the best match of the night. Just these two gave it all they got. You had the steel steps in the ring. And then also you had Shane taking these pliers and cutting a little bit of the Hell in a Cell. And then just Undertaker just driving himself into Shane and breaking one of the gates for the Hell in a Cell. And you had Shane hitting Taker with a toolbox, which was awesome. And then it was downhill from there, where Shane was climbing up to the top of the Hell in a Cell, and just him driving himself, jumping off of the Hell in a Cell onto the announce table, which Taker got off, and Shane missed it. But he went through the announce table, which was kind of bad. It was downhill from there. But Undertaker got the win with the Tombstone Pile Driver. And if Shane won this match, he would have gained control of Monday Night Raw. And if Taker would have lost, that would have been his last WrestleMania match. But so Taker's still going to go at Mania. But overall, it was a good match. My opinion, like I said, the best match of the night. And the next was the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, which you had surprisingly, legend wrestlers in the match. You had Tatanka, DDP, and also another one who, I don't know why they put him in this match since he's not a wrestler, but they put Shaq in this match just for him and Big Show to go at it, and both of them ended up getting eliminated, which, man, if Shaq would have won, that would have been really, really bad. But Baron Corbin won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Finally, an NXT guy wins the second Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Finally, an NXT guy wins it, and he deserves, to win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, because I like Baron Corbin. Yes, overall it was a good Andre the Giant Battle Royal, even though there was, some jobbers in there, like you had the Social Outcasts, among others. And then you had The Rock coming out with his entrance, and he took a flamethrower and lit, The Rock sayings on fire. He comes in there, makes his segment, and he announces that the attendance for this year's WrestleMania, there was 101,000 people that attended, so they broke the WrestleMania record. It beat out last year's WrestleMania attendance, because at last year's WrestleMania it was only 76,000 people that attended last year at Levi Stadium. And then you had the Wyatts come out. Wyatt's Bray Wyatt cut his promo, talking with The Rock. And, The Rock wanted to have a match. And, of course, Bray Wyatt can't compete because he has a back injury. But it was The Rock versus Eric Rowan. And The Rock just won with a rock bottom in 6 seconds to, it's a new record at WrestleMania. New record that, to be broke, 6 seconds. And then you had John Cena returning to helping out The Rock take out the Wyatts, which was really cool. John Cena heals up really fast, so from his injuries. And next was Triple H versus Roman Reigns for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This was the main event, and this was, in my opinion, this was a good match, but it was going to be predictable anyways. I don't know if any of you heard of this when when you were watching it. They practically lowered the volume so you won't hear the crowd booing at Reigns, because Reigns was getting a lot of boos during this match. And Triple H, gotta talk about Triple H's entrance. It was really, really awesome, really sick entrance. It was done really perfectly, done really good. So, but yeah, Roman Reigns got the win with the spear on Triple H and is the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, which we all knew was going to happen. So, and then there was a video that surfaced online today showing Reigns with his walking out with the title and with his daughter. So, but yeah, overall, it was a good match. Just up until the predictable ending, which we all knew that Reigns was going to take the title. So, but it was a really long WrestleMania, counting the kickoff show, which was from 5 to 7, and then the WrestleMania show, which was from 7 to it almost went to midnight here, which usually never happened. Usually the pay-per-views end at 11, and it's kind of shockingly that WrestleMania went until almost midnight. So, but I know a lot of people were complaining about, that of the runtime. So, yeah. So, anyways, that's it for my review of this year's WrestleMania 32. Thank you all for watching. We'd like to hear your thoughts on what you thought of this year's WrestleMania. So if you want to drop a comment down there, we'd love to hear what you all thought of this year's WrestleMania. So yeah, so until the next video, I'll see you all later. Bye.